Just ran into Larry from Untapped Fuel, and you gave a couple talks today here at the expo.
I did. We're so excited about this conference.
Yes.
As we wrote in our welcome letter, it's rare that you can get to a conference that has so many national experts.
That's right.
That are here that get to see projects all over the United States and
Right.
all of the alternative fuel forms.
Yes.
And get to hear them talk.
Oh, I know.
And
yes.
present their findings, what they've seen working, what they see as barriers, what constitutes legislatively that's going on.
Right.
So you get all that, but yet you're small enough and intimate enough that you can see your peers
That's exactly
that you're
right.
with at like the American Public Works or at different events.
Yes.
And you get to talk to them and say, hey, would you recommend that guy, or what did you find out? So it's a great conference because it's surgically at what we do.
Exactly, and it is so personable. I like how you said that.
Yes.
To where it's extremely organized, and there's hundreds and hundreds of people, and we can go to those breakout sessions and take notes, but then we can just sit around in this beautiful room and just chat with the people that we were learning from.
Exactly.
So
and
that's very nice.
I've been in this for years, and I'm still learning things from different
Right.
people. So, yeah.
Right. Well, we're so glad that you're here, and I understand we might see you in Denver as well.
We're looking to be the presenting sponsor there as well.
Oh.
Colorado happens to be one of the leading countries for alternative fuels with the
Yes.
programs that they've put in place from the governor's office down. And they're making a lot of very interesting things happen there.
Right.
And the Clean Cities Coalition chapters there are just above.
Yes.
They're just tremendous with
Yes.
what they're doing there. And so we've been very supportive of them, and they've been supportive of us.
Yes.
So it's been a good
definitely
two-way
a mutual
street.
road. Yes.
That's right.
That's funny. Two-way street, mutual road. Can you tell we've been talking about cars and fuel all day? Well, thank you so much, Larry, for sitting down
Thank
with us.
you.
We really appreciate
it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, just ran into Ron with Freightliner Custom Chassis Corporation. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did.
Oh, very good. Are you enjoying your time out at the expo?
I'm actually having a really good time. It's a good
cool.
turnout.
What brought you out this year?
Well, we've actually participated with Brian in almost all of his events.
All of the events I hear.
It's
Either
been,
as a sponsor, attendee, or yep.
Right, actually as a sponsor at each one of them.
Fantastic.
We've provided vehicles at the majority of his events as well.
Oh my gosh.
And it's really been a good experience because Brian brings in a good variety of customers.
He does.
Good quality customers. You know, so as a manufacturer and someone who wants to sell a product,
Correct.
you want to make sure you're at an event that has quality of customer.
Absolutely.
Right.
And so many folks here, it is interesting to kind of see, which company they're with or where they traveled from or what their needs are, and they're all different.
Yes, yeah, they are. And Brian reaches outside of his region, which is nice too, which gives you a much broader base of customer to
That's
be able
exactly
to speak
right.
with.
And where are you from originally? Are you from the Northwest?
No,
or-
I'm actually from Southern California.
Southern California. Fantastic. Are you enjoying Oregon?
Yes, I am. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. The weather up here is nice and it's cooler, a little
Yes.
wetter than what we have at home
It
right
is,
now.
yes. Oh, good. Well, we very much appreciate your sponsorship, and I know that you were so instrumental in getting this whole event started a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for everything.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Things are just getting very happy around here. Stuart showed up from the Propane Education and Research Council, and he traveled all the way from Washington, D.C. to be with us today. Welcome to the Northwest.
It's really a pleasure to be here. Thanks so much.
Thank you, and thanks for your smile. You've just been so fun, and this has been a good networking event, wouldn't you say, to get around and chat with folks?
This is the GTC. This has been the third one that I've been to.
Wonderful.
I think it's one of the best
Yes.
because of what you just said, that networking opportunity
Yep.
where people in the trenches want to know, how can I make my alternative fuel case work?
Exactly. And talk with like-minded people and check out some of the innovations that are around here. What are you hoping to bring home from this conference?
Well, I would like to network. The Propane Education Research Council provides safety training, research, and development.
Right.
My colleague and I were presenting on what do first responders and maintenance and garage managers need to know
Right.
about propane auto gas. So what I'm looking to do is network with other Clean Cities professionals,
Right.
other professionals that need some assistance,
Right.
and how could we help them make the case for propane auto gas, as well as, quite frankly, for other alternative fuels.
Oh, fantastic. And propane, even just being here today, I've learned so much. I mean, this is something that is very tangible. This is something that's not a huge leap for more to integrate into their fleets and just day-to-day driving, correct?
It's something that I think is here, and I think
Yes.
it's here to stay.
Yep.
The economic benefit, the environmental benefit,
Yep.
and the fact that propane auto gas is a domestic fuel.
Yes. That's huge, right?
Not all alternative fuels are for every application.
Right.
So you look to see where your applications are, how your fleets are operating, and that'll depend on the type of alternative fuel that would suit your needs.
Right. Well, I'm so glad you could sit down and chat today. I hope that the buffet line's open. I hope you can get out there and continue to network and say hi to the president for us when you get back to DC.
I'll definitely get a cocktail for him.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Just ran into Tyler, and great testament to you. People are walking around having a great time. I understand you had a little something to do with that today. Tell us who you're representing here today.
Yeah, so I work with the Clean Cities Coalition,
Yes.
and Clean Cities is funded by the Department of Energy.
Correct.
It's really our job to work as neutral consults to fleets who are interested in alternative fuels. And today we helped to bring sponsors, exhibitors, and attendees to this event.
Absolutely, and also the Lung Association, which is so important to green emissions and whatnot. And you're a part of that as well.
Absolutely. I'm actually an employee of the Lung Association, run the Clean Cities program, and really the connection there is obviously what's coming out of our tailpipes is directly related to what's going into our lungs. And so
Yes.
there's an important connection there that people need to think about.
Absolutely. And this show, just phenomenal. Everyone's been having a great time today. The breakout sessions tomorrow, we've got the ride and drive. Things are only getting bigger and better. But this show, we take it on the road, correct? You're going to be seeing people in Denver?
Yeah, absolutely. So Brian Trice, one of the organizers of this
Yes.
conference, works for Lynn Benton Community College. He takes the show on the road, so we're going to be going to Denver in August.
Correct.
And so for the fleets that are in the Rocky Mountain region, hopefully they can attend that if they couldn't be here.
And it's so important, though, for folks, if you couldn't get out here, to have there be another location. And do you guys also go to Canada, or is there...
So Brian has taken shows to Canada before,
Okay.
absolutely. I believe he's done 5 shows
Yeah, that
in
stood
the
out
past
to
couple
me.
years, so
Exactly.
definitely different locations.
Just to let people know there are options out there for green emissions. There are different alternatives. So I think it's really great.
Absolutely.
Well, great job today, you guys. We're having a good time, thanks to this guy and a few other organizers. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you. All right, very, very fun. Just ran into Darren with Blue Star Gas, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what brought you out today?
Well, we're an exhibitor here at the
Fantastic.
Green Transportation Summit. Actually, this is our 4th year here with the association. It's fantastic. It's a
It
great
is.
show.
It's getting bigger and bigger, I
Oh
hear,
yeah,
too.
great venue. I think we've had more responses and more inquiries about alternative fuels than at the previous shows.
Oh, good.
And this is one of the shows that I do nationally, and it's a very
Yes.
good show,
Yes.
even for being West Coast.
Yes, very organized, and everybody here seems truly to have a passion for what we're talking about. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we're beginning to see adoption rates go up. I mean, the United States has been horrible in regards to alternative fuel adoption, but now
Right.
we're beginning to see the ball move a little bit.
That's true.
Fleets are becoming more and more excited about that.
Yes, and to see one business make that change, it's kind of a domino effect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, completely. Yeah, and you begin to see that, you know, they're beginning to understand that it's not one alternative fuel, that it's all the alternative fuels
Correct.
combined are the solution and the answer to move forward.
And I was interested to see how many alternatives there are, because you hear about propane, or you hear about, you know, all these different alternatives, and there's like 12 different ideas here. It's fascinating to me.
It is, and each one of them have their place, and they each one
Correct.
have their sweet spot or their strong point. It's incorporating all those into fleets to break what I call our addiction to gasoline and diesel.
Yes, it is an addiction, folks,
I
and
know,
we can break it,
unfortunately.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well, thank you so much for being here and just having a great attitude. I've seen you out talking to everybody, and it's a great way to connect here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank
Thanks.
you, Darren.
You bet.